Hello, everyone. Welcome to the College Chess Podcast. This is a boy Tabajo. Please kindly like and subscribe to the channel, people. If you are new, today I'm going to do the watch along between Chelsea versus Fulham. Hopefully, we smash them today. Hopefully, we smash them, especially what their coach said about us. I don't like this kind of things. What other coaches saying about Chelsea in terms of finance, blah blah blah. I don't like that. But overall, if you're new, please kindly like and subscribe to the channel. Um, so let me just do this very quick. Okay, I'm done then. Okay, if you're new, guys, please kindly like and subscribe to the channel. So let's go to our lineup and then talk about more about the game. This is our lineup actually. Uh, we have Robert Sanchez in goal, Cocorella, Gusto, Chalaba, Tosin, Enzo, Caicedo, Estaval, João Pedro, Neto, and Liam Delep. This is our lineup. Overall, I thought Rich James will start this one, but again, I'm not the coach. I'm not seeing what he's seeing in the training. And remember, he said that every game will be different. So I'm not going to judge the coach because of that. And also, maybe it's because that Rich James might play for England in the cup in the upcoming international break. Maybe he thought, okay, let me just rest him because Thomas Tuchel actually said that Rich James is his number one right back. So maybe it's because of that, but we don't know as well. We don't know as well. So overall, please like and subscribe to the channel. Let me know what your thoughts about the lineup and everything. So this is the also Fulham lineup, as you can see. Leno, Basi, Anderson, Tete, Castagna, Sissignon, Lukic, Berger, Iwobi, King, and Munez. Actually playing Castagna and Tete. This guy, man. But anyway, this is lineup. I don't like this lineup. I remember our last game against them. Actually, our two last games against them last season. Away game that we won 2-1. We struggled a lot. They were all over us, even though we created chances and we managed to win 2-1. Just what they did to us in the Stamford Bridge. I remember Cole Palmer scored an early goal, and in the second half, they turned things around. So I don't want that anymore. I don't want that anymore. Hopefully, we can do better this time. So, like, guys, please like and subscribe to the channel. Turn on the notification bell every time when I do live stream so that YouTube can notify you. So this is the lineup, guys. Let me know what do you think about the lineup. But I like to use the lineup in this way, in the tactical board. I prefer to show it in this way, guys. As you can see right now, this is the structure that you are going to play. When Malo Gusto starts, I know this is what we're going to play. Yeah, so let's see what will happen. Let's see what happen. Let's see what will happen, guys. And by the way, big up to Nicholas Jackson uh for going to Bayern. I wish him nothing but the best. Also, Christopher Nkunku left for AC Milan. I wish him all the best. Those are our boys, guys. No matter what we can say. No matter what we can say. No matter what we can say. So actually happy. Finally that Nico left and hopefully can do very well for us. by minutes so that we can get that money, because that's a lot, man. That's a lot of money. So the game about to start in the next 21 minutes. So I want your score prediction in the comment section. Give us your score prediction. What do you think? What will happen? For me, I said it on X. I think we're going to win 3-1. But again, it won't be easy because Fulham is not a small team. Fulham is not a small team. Fulham is not a small team. Fulham is not a small team, people. So let me just send few people the link if they would like to join and everything. So let me go to the head-to-head. Actually, I think it is very important to see our head-to-head against this team, Fulham. Let's go to the head-to-head. As you can see, Chelsea won 12 matches, 6 draws, and 2 for Fulham. They actually played 20 games against Fulham. And I hope this time we smash them. Man, I'll be happy. I'll be happy. Especially after the disappointment of not getting Xavi Simons. And by the way, Alejandro Garnacho already is at the Stamford Bridge. We saw the videos on X, but I can't share the video because I think it will affect my YouTube channel. So I don't want to do that. So please kindly like and subscribe to the channel, people, if you're new. So 19 minutes before the game starts. So let us know, people. So as you can see, the head-to-head here. Last game we won 2-1 away, and they beat us 2-1 at home. Man, this game was start of our downfall. I remember very well. Start of our downfall. Start of our downfall, because I remember the first game we threw against was Everton 0-0. We played Fulham. We lost 2-1. And we started losing points and everything. But good thing that we turn our things around against them as well. So, but this time I don't want any issues. I want us to start very well, because against West Ham we didn't start very well. So today I want us to start very well. So let's see what will happen. And at home, this under Poch, we won 1-0, 2-0 here. I remember this game, 2-0, 0-0. We lost 2-1. So we actually have a good record against them, but again, the last game at home against them, we lost 2-1. I want my revenge, especially against Fulham or our London rivals. I want my revenge. I want my revenge. So people, please kindly like and subscribe to the channel, guys, while we are waiting for the game. 18 minutes left. I think we can do it. I think we can do it. Let me see if I can start a poll here. Okay, I can start a poll. Please kindly like and subscribe to the channel, people. Let's go to my tactical board that I actually like. So in this case, right, the system is this way. As you can see, the system is this way. Malo goes to here. The Estaval normal will be here. So this is the system at the moment. As you can see, this is the system 4-2-3-1. But again, when we attack, we're going to look different. Big up, Koi. How are you, bro?
I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. How about you? I'm much better now. Much better than yesterday. So, how are you also
Yeah,
doing?
yeah, I'm good, thanks, bro. Overall, what are your thoughts about our lineup? Are you happy about this lineup?
Oh, I'm excited to see. I'm happy he's maintaining the same lineup, and I want to see how it goes. But I like the lineup overall because if he's to play Reece James, because Reece James cannot overlap, that means Tosin will be forced to play as an LCB, or Chaloba will have to be forced to play as an LCB. And he being right footed, playing LCB, it doesn't help our build up because the ball will always be on his weaker foot and the passing angles will always be affected. So in the match against Crystal Palace, that was the difference because Reece James can't overlap, and we not having Cole, who is naturally left footed. We had to put someone who's right footed there, and it really slowed down our build up. So I'm happy. I'm happy with this lineup. I'm hoping we win. I'm hoping we win because Fulham is not easy. On paper, we are supposed to win, but it's not straightforward like that. Against the big teams, they've been doing well against the big teams recently. Even the match Liverpool won, I think Liverpool lost against Fulham at Anfield last season. I think so. I'm not too sure, but it wasn't a straightforward game. So, but I'm 70% sure we'll win this game. By football, you have to also account for the miscellaneous, But overall, but the lineup, I like the lineup. I like the lineup. But what are your thoughts also on the lineup?
For me, for me personally, I don't have an issue with the lineup. I said it.
Yeah, yeah,
I wanted this James to start, but again, if if the coach start a different player, I'm okay with that because I think right now we are solid. It's not like that season where we don't know where we are. It's a new coach and everything. Enzo Maresca at the moment he knows his players better than us. So
yeah. That's true.
I'm get, yeah. So as much as I want Rich James to start this game, but I'm happy Malo Gusto studying as well because maybe Malo Gusto give us that overlap role that at the moment Rich James can do it. And also another thing, we had Thomas Tuchel yesterday that Rhys James will be his number one right back. Kerry is going to play those two games. So are we going to play Rhys James today and also play for England 2 games? I think
Yeah, yeah. You're right. You're right. I'm even
that's
concerned about Caicedo too. I'm also concerned about Caicedo because the coach too came to say Caicedo has not been training for a while. That is why I was saying that this season, if we are going to do well, it's going to be depend on how well Maresca rotates the team. Because even though we won the Club World Cup, fatigue will take a toll on our players, either at the second part of the season or in the early stages of the season, especially our main key players that have played a lot of minutes. And we are already seeing that with Cowell, with Palmer, and now with Caicedo. That means Caicedo, it's not, let's say, 100%, but we need to win, so he has to play. But what I'm saying is that, like the West Ham game, we were leading 4-0. Take Caicedo off. That was the only issue I had with the coach. Take the guy off. Like, we are leading. So if hopefully this match we are leading comfortably, not 2-1 or 1-0, you can take him off. Even if it's 5 minutes, it's worth it. It's worth him resting because our Champions League fixtures, at least the first two matches, are not simple games. They are challenging games. They are games that can go either way. So if we are going to excel this season, he has to know that he can't play the same 11 every game. I'm not saying you should change the lineup every game, like change the entire 11 players, but some one or two positions you may have to rotate frequently so that you keep the players fresh and minimize the risk of long-term injuries. Because God forbid, we don't want any long-term injuries to Caicedo, or else it really affects our season. So yeah.
yeah, I agree with you 100%. And also I think Enzo Maresca sees Moses Caicedo as his key player. So for now, I don't think it'll rotate him. But after the international break, I expect him to rotate with Sugo because we're going to play Bayern and Barcelona. So that means there's no way the game before Bayern or Barcelona we start Moses Caicedo unless if it's a big feature before he can play Caicedo, but 60 minutes, 65 minutes, he should play Sugo. So that's where we can see rotation. But at the moment, I totally understand he's not rotating. But again, as soon as
Yeah,
Champions
no,
League
no. You
starts,
see, no, even the rotation, not necessarily like bench him, but as in
yeah,
certain games, let him come off early. Certain game, like certain matches, when we are leading 3-0, 4-0, comfortable, they don't have to play 90 minutes. Because the danger with you not utilizing your bench is that when your key players get injured, now the bench players have become rusty or they are not much sharp. So that means now when they come in as an emergency situation, they'll need maybe 5 games or more to get up to speed. But if you were giving them minutes regularly, like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, now when they come in, yes, they may not perform to the level of Caicedo, but the reduction will not be so much to the point where it impacts the team negatively. You get me? So because if you keep on benching a Sugo, Gittins, whoever, you bench them for a long duration. Let's say if the players you are relying on get injured and now you have to bring them in to play a couple of matches, they will struggle because they're not yet up to speed with the Premier League. Champions League is a different dynamic because the style of play is different. The pitch is bigger. Teams are more open. Hardly do you get teams parking the bus. But in the Premier League, if you don't get up to speed, you will really struggle. Just like how our Liverpool brother Florian Wirtz is struggling with the speed and intensity and physicality of the league. So Maresca, this season, if you're going to do well, is how well you rotate the team. You don't need to change the 11. You can rotate 1 or 2 players per game, or even one player. And or you can even let someone start, play 60 minutes, 70 minutes, then you change them, you take them off. Don't let them be completing 90 minutes, especially with the way the fixtures are coming. And we are not in conference league, so we can't rotate we can't do squad A, squad B. We can only do squad A, squad B for probably the Carabao, the early stages or the early rounds of the Carabao. But for the Champions League and the league, you can only do minimal rotation. But if you don't trust your bench options, then what is the purpose? Because that is the job of the bench option. It's like working in a shift system. You do your shifts, then the next person will come and take over from you. You can't, in as much as you are a very good worker, you can't do every shift. You get me? Because as you get tired, your efficiency goes down. So players too, as they get tired, injuries can come in, fatigue sets in, performances drop. So we've bought players. These players are Santos and Sugo. Yes, they're not on the level of Caicedo, but I think given time, do well. So start using them. Because if you use them when the crisis have come, it will take longer for them to adapt. You get me? But if you start using them when there is no crisis, if there's any issue, they can easily fill in the gaps until our key players return.
yeah, I hear you, bro. I hear you, guys. Please kindly like and subscribe to the channel. Tiger Beast, how are you, bro?
How are you, bro? How are you? How are you, Tegan?
I'm good, thanks,
I'm
bro.
fine. Well,
I'm good, thanks. What are your thoughts about the lineup? Are you happy about the lineup?
yeah, it's good. But again, I guess some people are not very happy with the depth we have in the bench, and fairly so. I guess we have a bit of. I mean, I won't say we don't have depth, but the quality the people are expecting, or if you assume that we're going to UCL, we have title challenges in the Premier League. I don't think so. That quality is there in the bench, and so yeah, that may be one issue. But I think the lineup is good, and I guess James is being rested for the international fixtures. So yeah, his game time needs to be managed. So I don't really see him. That's the problem. And I'm very excited for Garnacho. So yeah, everything is good. Let's see how we play.
Yeah, I think after the international break, we're going to see at least a quality on the bench because right now we are forced to play Liam Delep and Jao Pedro because of the Cole Palmer situation. If Cole Palmer is available, I don't think either maybe Delep or Estaval really start this game. So for now, we have to start both of them in order for us to win games. But after the international break and then getting Canacho in, Pananote or whoever we're going to sign again, we don't know yet. I think we are all good.
Yeah, we are good. I guess we need some players. Like I personally think Fermin Lopez is a must for us. I don't know if that will happen. I still have a feeling that it may go down the wire on deadline day, and it would be a very big saga because Barcelona don't want to sell Fermin Lopez. But if we can get an agreement on personal terms, I guess Chelsea's pool is good. But again, there are also complications about UEFA's rule of how much players can be registered. So I really don't know what will happen. But I really want Fermin Lopez to get into this team. So yeah, because I don't know what's the state of Palmer's injury and how much is being told. So yeah, let's see how the future looks like.
Yeah, 100%. Big up, Dante. How are you, bro?
Big up to Bego. Tiger's there as well. Is that Koi? Sorry, I'm not sure which one.
Yeah, it's
Who's the
cool.
other
Yeah.
one? Sorry.
Big up, man.
Yeah, big up, my brother. They're about starting.
Yep. Nearly there. We're just about to start the game. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are your thoughts about the lineup? Are you actually happy about the lineup?
Yeah, look, I thought it'll be exactly pretty much the same lineup. The only
Yeah.
one was probably if Rich James starts or not. Obviously, Mariska's left him out to start the game. He probably will play, obviously, but I think he might have a little bit of an eye on his after what Tuchel said that he will be the number one right back and he will start those next two games. So for England, so I think he might be a little bit of that involved as well. But Fulham's they've got those quick players on that side as well. So it might be to combat that as well, just their speed on that side and just to keep it under control. So probably a bit of tactical, a little bit of, you know, keeping him fit as well, not risking him this early. So especially with two games coming up for England, like I said. So I think he had that in the back of his mind a little bit.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. So the game is about to start soon. So I'm gonna start with Koi. What is your score prediction, bro?
I know we will concede, so I'm going with a 3-1 Chelsea victory.
Tiger,
Yeah, man.
what is your score prediction?
Uh, I don't know. I have a kind of not a very good feeling about it. So I'll say a 2-1 maybe. Sneaky 2-1 win for Chelsea. Not a big score line like a 5-1 or 4-1. Though I feel Delap and Pedro, if these two guys kick in very well. So if these two guys can do very well, we can maybe score more goals. But I will go with a 2-1.
Okay. Dante, what about you?
Yeah, probably go for a 3-1 as well. Probably, yeah. Might concede one as we kind of do recently, especially with the way we play sometimes against Fulham, the way they'll play as well. Maybe we might get one, but probably a 3-1 win as well. 2-1, like Tiger said, if it might be closer. But with that attack, we've got a strong attack there, very strong attack that can break them down very well. You've got the technical players, and we got the lap there as well. João Pedro good in the air, so we've got a lot of more firepower than we used to, way more to be honest, because we got aerial threat to add to that now and physicality to add to that as well. So there's a lot more better variety in that attack this way.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with 3-1. So yeah, that's my take. So guys, the game's about to start. So we'll talk more maybe during the halftime. But if you want to stay, you're most welcome to stay. But if Chelsea score, don't celebrate before me.
Yeah, I'll probably come back at halftime. I'm gonna go make some food as well while watching the first half. So I'll talk to you guys then.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, big up, man. Big up. I'm here for the watch along. Let's see how much longer I can survive this. But yeah, I'm here for the full watch along. Let's see.
Okay, no problem. But
So,
if like I said,
Tiger,
if
so
we score,
negative again. Come on, man. Get your energy up and positivity going, please.
Yeah, I'm very excited for Garnacho though. But but yes. So let's see. I'm waiting for the halftime unveil. So yeah, excited.
All right. Talk soon, guys.
One thing more, the Bago, I guess our audience might also like to know. Robinson, I guess, is not starting for Fulham. So that's another piece of business, maybe, or something has happened there.
yeah, I saw that Sesson Young is studying, so I don't know why Robinson is not studying. But again, him studying, not studying is a bonus for us because I didn't really rate Sesson Young. But again, this is a London derby, anything can happen.
Yeah, that's true.
But I hope we win. I hope we win. I really hope we win.
Yeah, we should win. I mean, Fulham is a decent team, and Marco is not a very bad manager. If you see, it's not like Graham Potter. But we need to be cautious. We need not lose our cool, and if we undermine them or do mistakes in our half, uh, and especially when we do those mistakes, like in those break of play, when we don't have possession, we sometimes allow those scary crosses inside and don't defend well. And if Sanchez does some mistakes, then maybe we concede. Other than that, we have a solid back, so I guess we should be good. What's the chat saying, anyways? I'm joining in Tobago in a second. I'm rejoining in a second.
Okay, no problem, bro. Guys, please like and subscribe to the channel. Come on. Big up, bro. Big up, bro. Oh man, Dilep. Ah, come on. Dilep is out now. Seems so. I'll put Gittings for me or Andre Santos and push Enzo Fernandez further. Ah, man. Ah, big up, coach. I hope Lem Dilep's injury is not bad. Ah, come on. Please, guys, like and subscribe to the channel. Tyrick George. Why are we playing Tyrick George when we're about to sell him to Roma? What if he get an injury ahead of Gittings? But anyway, let's see, man. No, I think Pedro Neto will go the other side and Tyrick George the other side. Let's see, man. Abde Charles. Be back. We got Coachella. Ah, man. Ah, ah, ah. Silly goal to give away. Ah, big up Tiger. Ah,
Yeah,
man.
man. Fulham scores. J King has scored, and
Ah, what a silly
nobody's
goal to give
mistake. I would
away.
say what to do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you are far away
that's
from
what I
your
said,
mic.
right?
Tiger, you are far away
I
from your
said
mic.
that, right? Is it good now?
No, no, no. No, it's a,
Wait.
actually it's a foul on Chalaba. Let's see what the VR will do. Actually, it's a foul on Chalaba. But I don't think they're going to cancel the goal. Ah, what a finish by this kid. They're checking the goal.
Yeah, they should
Yeah,
check the goal, man. But
yeah, I
I
think it's a
still
foul.
think if it's a goal, we should have been better. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Yeah,
They're checking the.
it's I don't think so. It's kind of foul. Is it a foul?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a foul.
he has stepped on Chaloba's. He has stepped
Exactly.
on Chaloba's boots. Yeah,
And that's a yellow card
he
for
has
me
stepped on
also.
Chaloba's boots. Yeah, yeah, that's a yellow card, sure. And Chaloba had a foul. Yes, so it's a foul. Let's see if they give the goal or not.
No,
But they will
if
give
they,
the goal. Tebaga, against
no, no, no.
Chelsea. Referees are not so lenient.
Now, if they recommend the referee to check it, I don't think they'll give it as a goal.
I hope so. They don't give a goal.
I'm telling you right now.
Though we were lacking in defense, but I'll give Chalova this. He was almost fouled. So yeah, okay. So they have not given a goal. What they're saying? Yes, they have not given a goal. Let's go up the Chelsea.
Yeah, but anyway, like you said, yeah, I think you're ahead of me
Let's
because
go.
I'm 30 seconds away or one
Yeah, I'm
minute
sorry.
away
I'm
from
sorry.
you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
yes,
I'm taking my stream 30 seconds back. Let's go. Can you now see the referee giving the announcement? Yeah. Okay. Then we are aligned. Nice. Yeah. I'm feeling sorry for the guy who scored, man. It was a great goal, even though it's not a goal now.
yeah, yeah. I think it's a good goal, but again, if it's a foul, they should not give it because it's
It's
wrong
a
to
foul.
give it.
Yes, yes.
As much as it's my team. Yes. Yeah, he didn't kick him. He stood on his knee. That's it, man. So anyway, bro, let me watch the game because I don't want
Yeah,
to watch
yeah,
the
sure,
Raiders
sure,
because
sure.
if the Raiders are ahead of me.
But whatever I have seen today, Tebago, you have to agree they are pressing well, Fulham, right? They're pressing well. They are
Yeah,
doing their things well.
Yeah, actually, Fulham are playing with five defenders, so they are playing three at the back. So that's why they are much better structurally. Are you listening to Joe Cole right now talking? He said, "Oh, I don't like this. That should be a goal." What is that?
Yeah. Actually, I'm just listening to you, and you are not speaking anything. So I was just waiting. Okay, when you will react that Sanchez has saved it. So yeah, you know. But again, if you have seen Tobago,
But
Chaloba again got you know tackled around. So what's your timestamp? Let's sync our timestamp for the sake of the watch along.
oh, okay, it's 20 minutes, 27 seconds, and yours?
Yours is 20 minutes 27 seconds.
I mean, 20, 27, 37, 27, 37, and yours?
Yeah, I'm 27:40. I'm 27:40. So not much gap. It's all right then.
Yeah, okay, no problem then.
Yeah, yeah. Now it's
Yeah,
27:55.
who's
27:55. Yeah.
yeah, I think yeah, maybe five seconds ahead of me.
Then it's
So
all
anyway,
right.
let's watch the. Yeah, it's okay.
But now I'm concerned, Tobago. Now I'm concerned for. I just hope and pray Liam Delap is not uh, having any more issues. It looked like a hamstring issue, but when
Yeah,
a player walks
let's
out of
see
the
what will happen.
pitch, it's not a good sign, man. Let's see.
Yeah, let's see what will happen. Let's what about that after the game.
Around 7 people are watching us, so it would be a very good thing if you like and subscribe to the Coolest Chels podcast, and also comment down anything that you have. I can see the chat, so I can reply. Thank you for watching in. Thank you for tuning in. 7 people are watching. Please like and subscribe.
I actually have an issue with Malo Gusto. This is my only issue with him. Every time we give him a chance, it's not on his A game. I don't know why. And his role today is
Yeah,
very important, but it's not on his A game. That's my issue with Malo Gusto.
yeah, that's true. The crosses are not so good. Defensively, I think Malo is doing all right, but yeah, we are missing the attacking edge. Tobacco, did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that.
He, his boots just slapped Ja Pedro's face, man. What's the referee doing?
Nothing.
Now again. Anyways, man, this is just
Yeah, this
what's it?
just was the game, man.
Yeah, man. Well, 10 people are watching the stream. Kindly like and subscribe to the Coolest Chels podcast. Thank you so much. And you can also comment down whatever your ideas or comments about the game are. Thank you so much. Please like and subscribe.
Enzo Fernandez, bro. What is that, man?
We are vanilla. Ciao Pedro, bonita, bonita. Ciao Pedro, bonita, bonita. Up the jazz. Let's go. Get in.
but
Let's go.
but overall, I sympathize with the Fulham coach because the 8 minutes is already over, and the coach gave us two corners after the 8 minutes was over, and we scored in the penalty in a corner kick. But I don't care about it. It's football. Sometimes it happens for you. Sometimes it happens against you. So it's football overall. But if Chelsea score, I don't care, bro.
Beautiful goal, beautiful box awareness by Joao Pedro. Sensational,
Ah
man.
man, Ciao Pedro. Ciao
And we
Pedro.
needed that goal. We needed that goal. We were not able to, get past that defense. We were having very bad
Yeah,
crosses, very bad attacking play. So yeah, but we needed that goal desperately.
but overall, I think in the second half we need to do better than this, bro.
Yeah, yeah, we played very bad, man. Fulham should be ahead like
No,
2 goals or something.
no, I wouldn't say we played bad. I would say that Fulham actually have have a good structure defensively.
Yeah, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, look at Marco Silva's waiting for the ref. I have man, as
It's like almost at the last minute, Joao Pedro scored. So they would be very disappointed, and that's true. But
yeah, but
I have
anyway,
to say that I cannot say that we played better than Fulham in some patches of the game. They were very good in some patches, and then we were losing the ball in a half a lot. And the crosses Estevao was doing or
yeah,
Pedro was doing were not really getting into their half because their defense was solid. So we have to give it to them. But this Joao Pedro goal is sensational, man. Sensational goal.
Tiger, you let me talk while I'm on mute. Come on. Big up Khan. He says great escape goal from Pedro. Otherwise, Fulham dominated midfield.
Yeah.
Enzo really poor. Expect that assist. I'm sticking with my expectation that uh, 2 to 27, 20 season could be our season, not now. I agree with you, Khan. I think overall, I think Enzo Fernandez is so poor. Even Pedro Neto, he's overdoing things. I think
Yeah.
we are not doing simple things right. So that's the issue
Even
I'm having.
even
But big up
even
Dante.
even big up Dante, big up.
Quiet,
Even Tobago, if you
quiet.
even Tobago, if you see that, yeah, even if you see that for Estevao also, he was very good for the first games, but today I saw what happens when you put a youngster against, a physical, proper Premier League side who's playing five at the back. He was not finding it very easy. Not like he was not having those, spirited runs, those flare movements, but he was not able to cross perfectly. And again, I mean, that would be too much judgmental of ours because it needs to be cultivated, at a long-term experience scale. So yeah, let's take. But I'm very happy that Pedro scored that goal because that we needed that desperately, and we were not able to, actually go beyond their defense today. They were very good in the defense. Uh, so yeah, I'm just happy that we scored that one goal. Let's hear what Bobby Sir and Dante has to say.
Yeah, IB says big up. We have been lucky. I agree with. Sometimes it goes against us. Sometimes it goes for us. This football. I remember Everton versus Liverpool. Everton scored a late equalizer, and the time was all was up. So sometimes it's us, sometimes it's not us. So overall, I'm happy. So Dante, big up, bro. What are your thoughts about the game?
Yeah, you're right. That's football, and it doesn't matter if it was 8 minutes. The referee, it's up to him to add more if he wants to see how, what happened in that 8 minutes. So there's no problem with the time. The time was good. Just something to complain. Marcus Silva obviously frustrated, so it is what it is. Yeah, look, not a good start. Obviously, the lap thing didn't help us. We had to change things a little bit around there, and took a bit too long to adapt. But even saying that, like you said, yeah, Enzo not really having a good game. Um, our wingers really not having a good game. Bringing Tyree George on, he was a bit. It took a while for him to get in the game. He had a chance right at the end there, but couldn't really get in the game. So yeah, look, definitely, I think Fulham have been better. We know they're a well-organized team. Michael Silva's a really good coach. They have stability. He's been there a while, and they play really good football. So we knew that would happen. But yeah, like I said before, we're a little bit of a different team, a little bit different this season, and we've got those outlets that can score now from free kicks, corners, etc. So that came through again, thank God. So it's good to go into the lead, but yeah, a lot of work to do for the second half. But I do trust Maresca. He will tweak things. He was already talking to try to do that right at the end there. So he will tweak things and make a couple of probably tactical changes to combat that. And so we've got the half now. So yeah, it's good. I think we'll be much better in the second half. It's a game of two halves. And especially early kickoffs. I hate early kickoffs. We always do really bad in early kickoffs, especially first halves. Horrible, the worst ever. So every time I see an early kickoff, I feel the worst in that first half. And again, we were quite flat, really a bit disjointed, not very well, passing together. There wasn't much connectivity, holding the ball, possession. We're just giving it away, like very stupid errors. So yeah, but I do expect a very different Chelsea in the second half, and hopefully we go on to get the win.
100%. Before I go give Bobby the microphone, let me just say this: the whole team has been poor, started slow. 100%. The midfield has weak. I think overall they're dominating us, but again, I'm glad we scored because hope we can turn the plane around and Nico back ASAP.
Forget about Nico, he's gone. Don't worry about Nico. He's gone.
It's 4 goals from corners. I agree, 100%. That's a good thing for our what you call the
yeah, and that's what we didn't have in Jackson playing as we don't have that. He can never score. He'll never do that. So at least we have that outlet from crosses, from corners. It helps a lot. It makes a big difference, as you've seen. We've scored 4 goals from corners so far. So yeah, it helps. It gives up a different dynamic that we didn't have at all before, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you. Guys, if you're watching, please kindly like and subscribe to the channel. Bobby, what are your thoughts about the game? And also, what are your thoughts about the goal Fulham that they canceled? Is that a foul for you? Give us your thoughts, Bobby.
Yeah, it's a clear foul. Clear foul. I mean,
exactly, yeah.
What do they want? We have a commentary going on here. TNT, it's just bullshit. It was a foul. A foul is a foul in football.
Right, Bobby. I'm listening to the same one. TNT. What are those guys talking about? Seriously,
absolute crap. It's look. This is what gives the Premier League a bad name. There's an awful lot of that sort of thing going on the field, and back in the day, the referee would ignore that, and players will be hurt on the field. Now they're discouraging that. You can't stamp on somebody on the ground. Personally, to be fair, and I'm not really fair to opposition, but I don't think he meant it. I think he was coming down, and because it was inconvenient for him to adjust his body, he just stayed there. And it was like, well, if I jump on him, I jump on him. That sort of thing.
It was reckless, Bobby, in my opinion.
He was
reckless. You're doing a full spin over the ball with your feet.
Yeah.
Dangling everywhere. It's reckless. Simple as that.
He was absolutely reckless.
Absolutely. But you see, this is the thing I always say. I sound like a broken record. The Premier League has a simple formula. You have to fight for the right to play. I've said it over and over and over and over and over again. It has nothing to do with your technicality. First of all, you've got to win the physicality. And this is where we're deficient. I am sick and tired of seeing Chelsea players getting knocked over 50-50s and that. Stop buying little players. We need a few big guys. Thankfully, where we kind of digress, or rather, I won't say disagree, but have a difference of opinion, Dante, is I think João Pedro is the only player we've got who can score those sort of headers. None of them do that. Even
Tosin is
the
also
big
good,
guys,
Bobby.
yeah, Tosin, yeah, they come up from the back and all that, but they're not as clinical as he is.
Yeah,
Look
yeah,
at his
sure, sure.
header.
No,
Look
it's
at
because
his
he's a
header
striker.
against
Yeah, so he
West
does all that
Ham.
training every day. Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, the one against West Ham, clinical. This one, clinical. Snuck in there, bullet, bang, goal. Defenders didn't even have time to react. But I think we're not dominating the fight, and that's where the problem is. If you don't fight and subdue teams in the Premier League with your own physicality, or at least match them, you then struggle. And I really don't know. The one thing that could help us a bit is Enzo Fernandez. I said in the pre-match, this guy should not start. We should have started with Santos, or if you want, bring a Sugo on. Because what Enzo Fernandez is doing is a complete nonsense. He's leaving acres of space in midfield, abandoning Caicedo on his own, and
But
hanging
that's
around on.
deliberate, Bobby. That's nothing to do with him doing that. That's normal.
And well, no, he's not. He's in the
He's not playing as a
midfield.
second defensive midfielder. That's
You
not his
don't have
position.
to be. You don't have to be. You can still be compact. He's drifting into the wings and playing
Yeah,
as
no,
a
but
sort
it's
of
that's coaching. He's getting
let me
coached
let
that
me
way.
finish. I've got he's playing as a sort of backup winger. He's ineffective. Enzo Fernandez at the moment on the field is ineffective. You see him out on the left, you see him out on the right, and you see acres of space in the middle. That is not how to play. He needs to come in a bit more, make himself a bit more compact. If he's going forward, go forward. He's not an attacker. He's still a midfielder, and you still have defensive duties, and he's failing in them. A lot of the things that is happening there. Why did Chalobah have to go in for that tackle that led to the cancelled goal? Partly because the midfield is a chasm, and he's having to play as a DM sometimes to support Caicedo. If that's tactical, then Maresca has to change it because it's nonsense.
Yes,
It's not
we're
helping
playing high
us.
line, Bobby. So it's tactical. We're playing a high line, as you can see. It was
Well,
definitely tactical.
it's not good. It's nonsense. Enzo has to tuck in. If he's going to insist on playing Enzo Fernandez, he's got to get tighter with Caicedo and block the spaces. I don't know what he thinks Enzo's doing on those wings, but he's not helping. He's
I can tell you what he's doing there, Bobby. I've seen it. He's trying to get those vertical crosses in to João Pedro to the lap. That was the plan. That get some of those crosses in that Neto does. So he's going out a little bit wider so he can get possession, but we just haven't been able to get the possession
well,
to link up
it's not
properly.
it's not happening. It's a bad tactic. He needs to tuck in because it's ineffective. But fortunately, we're a goal up, and hopefully, as you say, the second half, Maresca will bring in something else. One person that we have up our sleeve is always Reece James. He's a good thinker on the field, and he's someone that I think will come and tidy things up when he gets on.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah, we've got
100%.
some options. Yeah.
So, and let me give the guys on the chair a chance. Says the second half will be a different ball game. I see Chelsea winning 3-0. I see 1-0 or 2-0 or 2-1 because Fulham are still in the game, and then we are not
Okay, that's
physically now.
optimistic.
Yeah. The good thing that we have learned how to win even when we don't play better.
Yeah,
100%
that's true.
yeah, that's an F. So I don't understand what is saying there. It says what have been happening. I haven't been able to watch the game. Kanye says English media doesn't like Chelsea since the time I've been following them in the 90s. 100%. Even our legend Joe Cole is talking rubbish. I don't understand. He says we could have done without losing. We could have done without losing Lem Delep. Man, that injury killed me. Hopefully we can do. Hopefully it's not a bad thing. Hopefully
Yeah,
he
it
the like.
doesn't look
Hamstring,
like a bad one.
but
It
it's not a
looks
bad
like
one. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
it
like
looks
Bobby.
like another precaution, and hopefully the international break will help him heal up.
Yeah, we've got two. He can
100%.
have 2 weeks. Yeah.
The last thing we want to do right now is lose a striker. And I mean, yeah, that would be so unfortunate. So I just hope that nothing has happened to
Yeah,
Leon
hundred
Dela.
percent.
That's football. Injuries happen. That's how it
Yeah,
is.
let me do the, yeah, this football. So let me do this before the second half starts. Says you know like button subscribe to the channel is free and it takes seconds. Says Bobby you have to fight to ride to party. IB says on Peacock Robin Musa claim is a skill half and not a foul. Ah man, these guys. It says, what a goal from João Pedro and Arsenal are calling a set piece stroke. Do you take off Enzo? I think if he continue playing like this, I think we should take him off. It says, Andre Santos came in. I just sent a link to Dante. Guys, the second half is about to start, so let's see.
Yeah, I
It
think
says,
Enzo's
what's
coming off.
Enzo?
Rich Money
Yeah,
makes
I
me
guess
think
Santos is coming up.
he's going to come off because if when the halftime went, he ran across and gave the armband straight away. So I think he maybe
No,
did
Enzo,
something.
Enzo is playing actually. No, he's playing Enzo. Second half started. No. The second half
Okay,
just started, guys.
that was a
So,
weird.
so Enzo was
So no Garnacho one week.
so again.
So no Garnacho unveiling like they unveiled Mudrik and all that.
He's at the stadium,
I have
but
no idea.
yeah, they won't show that at
Yeah.
halftime. They won't show that.
So anyway, guys, the second half just started. So let's watch the game. Let's see what will happen. Update Charles. Hopefully we win this one and we play better in the second half. Hopefully.
Yeah, catch you at full time.
Okay, guys, no problem. Okay, Bobby.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Did you see that, Tobago? Did Moneymakers send you that as well? That link?
Yeah. I saw
Okay.
it too. So,
No, I will check it. I will check it after the game, bro.
No, it's just Enzo
but
Fernandez
but
ran off the
Enzo is there
distributed.
on the pitch, I guess. If I'm
Yeah,
not
so who
wrong.
knows?
Yeah,
Probably not sure what happened there. Maybe he wasn't happy with something, obviously.
Yeah, maybe that.
Well, he wasn't
Let's
happy
see.
with his game. We know he always, when he has a bad game, he's not happy. But maybe something was said and he wasn't happy about something as well. Who knows? But doesn't matter. Let's go. Let's win this game now. Talk to you guys after.
Yeah. Man, I really think we should score and then sit up and defend because I see a Fulham's goal incoming if we don't score in the next 5-10 minutes.
So Tiger, wait. How many minutes are you now on your clock?
Yeah. So mine is 47:53.
Oh, you're ahead now. You're ahead with a lot. I'm maybe with almost 40 seconds, but it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay actually.
Okay, no problem, bro. Let's watch the game.
Neto is not the Neto is not feeling like the same person to did it. I don't know why. He's just overdoing it, just doing so many mistakes.
Remember, if we score, don't celebrate before me.
Yeah, yeah, I'll celebrate after you. Just if there is a goal or if there is even a Fulham goal, just react. So I know that okay, you have seen the goal. The referee, will the referee give it? Oh man, but okay. Tabaka, did you see it? Handball.
I've just saw that now. Let's see. I don't think they'll give it, bro, but let's see.
It's kind of a block, but it's more like an elbow than the actually core part of the wrist. Yes.
No. They should give it. They should give that. No. That's a handball, bro. I've just see it right
Yeah,
now.
that's a
Let's
handball, but I don't know if they take the defense of he was blocking it or something. But it looks like a handball at the first
yeah.
instant.
Let's see. Let's see.
Yeah, yeah. Marco's reaction feels like maybe they're good. I don't know. But Caicedo, man, what a player! What a player, Caicedo, man! Absolute beauty. It's almost on the elbow. So I don't know what's the rule for the elbow if it's counted on the handball or it's not. I don't know. Should be handball. Yeah, IB in the chat. It looks like a handball, but let's see what happens. It's directly on the elbow, so let's see what the ref decides. It's a tricky call. Should be a handball according to me, according to Chicago, but let's see. Man, they're taking eternity to about to give a handball. What are they doing? Okay, so they're also checking the João Pedro push.
Ah man, that's a penalty. Come on. Let's see. Let's see. Let's
Yeah,
see. Let's see.
that's the whistle. No, oh, what? They have given the penalty, right? What is happening? Can't be a pen. No, no, it's a pen. I mean, it's yeah. I mean, it's a handball. You see that? What are they doing? Looks like they're not very happy about the decisions here.
Yeah, it's a penalty. Give a penalty.
Yay!
Let's see, bro. Let's see.
Let's go.
And if
Who
you
takes
score,
the
don't
penalty?
celebrate before me, bro. Wait. Don't celebrate before me
No,
if
no,
you
I
score.
won't celebrate.
Let's see.
I'm just asking who will score, or who will take the penalty, Enzo or Joao Pedro? Enzo Fernandez, never given
Oh,
me. Enzo Fernandez,
oh,
yeah,
go for
yeah,
now.
yeah. Oh, Enzo Fernandez. Oh, Enzo Fernandez.
Go for now.
Golazo. It was a very
Yeah,
beautifully taken pen, almost a pen and cover. What a beautiful pen.
yeah.
What a beautiful pen.
Let's push for another goal.
Let's go. Get in, Chelsea. I think your either mine or your prediction would be right. Let's see.
That was so close for Estava, man. Come on.
Yeah, man. He slided, so he lost his balance when shooting, or it would have been a goal for sure. Their manager has lost it after the penalty, man. He's just laughing now. Debago, did you see that, man? I properly got Jackson vibes. But yeah, man, mistakes happen. What did you do,
Yeah, I
Jacob?
don't know what João Pedro was doing there, but
I don't know. He couldn't have. He could have just passed it to Tariq John. There was so much space available. He could have lobbed the keeper. He had millions of options for the church. Just to bury that. Oh, man, been a goal. More people should have came in the box. João Pedro was left alone and he couldn't just, put a leg out to the ball. But again, an opportunity missed. Let's see. Smith Rowe is coming. Robinson is coming. Okay, so Robinson is coming. Will we do a substitute right now at 66 or we'll wait for 70 odd minutes to do a sub? Okay, we are also bringing in Jamie Gittins. That's nice. Who is going for Jamie Gittins? Estevao is going 100%. I personally think Estevao played well, but uh, today Estevao got a hint of what it is like to play for, top side Premier League club and how physical the Premier League is. I personally felt he was getting dominated. Uh, he had few good chances, but couldn't really bury them, and then he was not so good at, you know, the crosses. But yeah, I personally feel it was more like a very physical game for him, and he was not able to deliver the physicality required today. But he will run. He's a star boy. He's too good. But yeah, the physicality aspect he needs to improve, and that was very evident at today's game. Let's see. Yeah, Khan, exactly. Big up in the chat. I personally felt this Thawa was, almost silenced by Fulham defense just because he was not very physical. So yeah, that needs to be 100% improved. He was dominated today in terms of physicality. In my personal opinion, we should also substitute Caicedo. I know he's too good, but we cannot risk injuring him.
No,
Let's
no,
play the long.
Caicedo is, no, no, I think Caicedo is so important for the coach. That's why. So let's see, man. Let's not complain. Let's see.
Yeah.
Reece James coming over to the pitch. Very good loss. And the Santos is coming over. Caicedo. That is the 81 minutes are done. Okay, so now Reece James came for Tariq George. The Caicedo is still on pitch. So, they're bringing Adama for IOP. John Pedro did there. It happened right. Was he also shoot? You
Ciao Pedro, man. You should have João Pedro should have passed them, and I know he want to score another goal. He should have passed there, but overall it's 2-0, so I won't moan about it.
Were you saying something, Tobago?
No, I was just saying João Pedro should have passed there. Well, I know he want to score a second goal, but he should have passed there. But overall, I won't moan because we are leading 2-0.
Yeah, I mean, João Pedro is, I don't know what he's doing, so it's can't complain really. 2-0 up. Yes. You never sing that. Champions of the world, you never sing that. You never sing that. You never sing that. Champions of the world, you never sing that. Chelsea, 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 Chelsea. Let's go, get in, man. 2-0 victory at Stamford Bridge. What a win, what a win. Well done, Enzo. Well done, the boys. Well done, man. Up the Chelsea, up the Chelsea.
100%, bro. 100%, bro. 100%. Up the Charles. Up the
And the
Charles. Up the
best thing, Tobago, that would happen would be Man United losing to Burnley 2-1. Oh. That would be cherry on the cake. My mouth is watering.
yeah. Overall, we didn't play
Dante,
at our
up the
best.
chair. Yeah.
Overall, I think we didn't play at our level best, but again, bro,
No,
3 points
it
is
was not
important
at
for
all.
me.
But 2-0,
But
clean sheet, 3 points, speaks a
but
lot. Speaks a lot of what we are now and what we were last season. So the maturity has 100%, increased, and that's a very good thing.
100%, 100%. Dante, bro, welcome back. What are your thoughts about the game?
Hey guys, yeah. Look, second half better, much better, obviously. But yeah, still quite a bit to work on. But hey, look, when you grind out a result, sometimes like that, you have to. I mean, defensively, we were actually pretty good, to be honest. They didn't really test Sanchez at
Yeah,
all.
second half we were very good defensively. Chaloba,
Yeah,
Cucurella, Gustav, very
so defensively, no problem. So after that second goal, we kind of changed it a bit then to just basically control the game, run the game out, and that's exactly what we did pretty much. Yeah, probably the only downside. Yeah, I knew we were going to start horrible. I just knew because early kickoff, like I said earlier, early kickoffs. If you look back at all our early kickoffs, every single one we start very, very bad for some reason. Now I'm not quite sure what it is. What I think it is. When I used to play as well, I used to hate it because obviously you go to bed later, wake up. You have to wake up super early and prepare and go. You got to wake up, you got to eat a little bit differently. So it's a little bit different, the really early kickoffs. And I think being a lot of the young guys, especially, they're still quite young, and especially this new generation, I think that they stay up a little bit extra than normally, maybe online playing games or whatever they're doing. That early kickoff has been a problem, and I said it from the long time ago. It's going to be a problem for a while till this group matures, because when you're young, yeah, you like that sleep. You hate early stuff, really, really early stuff. I'm talking about because when it's a game day, early stuff like this, you got to start really early. You got to wake up much earlier, and they got to go for a routine. They meet up at different hours. It's much earlier than normal. So yeah, I don't know if that's an issue or not. I assumed it was just because I went through the same stuff. I hated it. So I don't know if this affects these players, but 30 years ago it affected me. So yeah, look, it's all good. We won the game. We ran it out in the end. We controlled that second half, like I said, pretty well. Um, Probably just the forward line didn't really work very well today. That's probably only the worry. They didn't really link up well, do much stuff. The wingers were very off. Esteval not really that good. Couple of moments. Neto the same. He was way off. João Pedro obviously probably the best player on the field. I think he was probably man of the match as well. I think he was the most involved. Even in the goal, he had a lot. The penalty, sorry, we got the penalty. He was involved in that quite a lot as well. So he held the ball up, kept the ball. So definitely, I think deserves man of the match. Caicedo is the other one probably, but from Caicedo we kind of expect that because he does that every week almost. So, but he was very solid, cutting out all their runs, intercepting those, doing his thing basically. So yeah, all in all, very happy with the win. Clean sheet, like Tiger Beast said exactly. So that's very important. Um, and what's good, we won 2-0, and we really didn't play good. And yeah, look, we were a bit lucky in some of the instances, but that's going to come back, and eventually you don't always get lucky. So to get lucky, it was pretty good because we're usually on the other end. We never have much luck. So at least we had a little bit of luck today, which you need over a long season. You always need it. So I'm very happy with the win.
100%. So let me check
Yeah,
the
man.
comments. Says Estavar needs to build muscles ASAP if he has to be successful in the Premier League.
No,
Top talent.
not
No,
muscles. He
I
doesn't
think he
need
done very.
muscles. You don't need muscles. You want him to be like Adama Traore? Muscles.
No, but I'm sure what he wants to say, Khan, is I also agree. I've seen Esteban struggling, physically against a very physical Fulham side. He was getting tackled, he was getting down. So
if you watched him play, like even when he played against us when we were very physical with him, he had no problem. If you watch him play in Brazil, when he gets hacked and smashed from side to side, he has got no problem. So I think he's fine physically. Core strength, a little bit more core strength. That's probably not muscles. Muscles have nothing to do with it. But the more core strength, and you only get that as you mature. He's still very young, obviously, but you don't put muscles on a player like that. You don't put. He loses all his balance and all his, everything basically how he dribbles and he runs. You can't. He'll never have muscles. That'll be his size all of his career because that's how he is. And that's when you're a footballer, you don't put muscles on. Muscles are not a good thing. Yeah, strengthening like but no body fat, core strength, but not muscles. No, you don't put on muscles. If you do that, yeah, it's not good for you. Not good for your game. It doesn't really usually work out very well. You get injuries and all sorts of things. That's why, for example, Romeo Lavia, I knew he's going to have a lot of problems because he's quite a muscly guy. And yeah, if you have too much, you get injuries. So, and I think that's probably what it means as well, as in get stronger. If get stronger, as in core strength, maturity, and that, like
yeah,
that. Yeah, not muscles though. You don't want him to put muscles on.
yeah,
100%. Kind of says 3 points in a tough win. Win is a win, man. We can't play beautiful football every game. I think Fulham defensively today they were solid. Fair play to them, but again, won the game. Yes, VAR in that penalty. I think for me personally, that's harsh. But again, I'm not the one who are making the rules.
You
The
don't think
rules
that
were
was a
made for
penalty?
the
The
rest.
second one?
No. Remember the João Pedro? Oh, he did his hand first, and then
Yeah, but you got to look at the rule, Tobago. The rule is he didn't
wait.
control the ball.
That's why I said these are the rules. That's why for me personally, it's not penalty, but the rules are there. That's why the referee gave the penalty because the rules are there. But you can go ahead, bro.
Both of them, even the one with where the player kicked it up, but that's not a handball on João Pedro, and that's why they looked at it once, basically twice, and they saw it and they passed it because by the rule of the law, that's not a penalty. That's not a handball from João Pedro. The ball was right up next to him. Another player kicked it from behind onto his arm, which was like less than 30 centimeters away. That is not a handball. So that's why they looked at it quickly once and they passed it on because they couldn't override. They couldn't give that up. But it was definitely a handball, the second one as well. So I think both. I'll call it out when it's not real, but I think both were correct calls by the letter of the law. They're both correct
yeah,
calls.
yeah. Even the first one,
100%.
it was a proper step up on Chalobah and proper, push away. It
I
was, it
understand that
was,
people.
it was
I
good.
saw,
Yeah.
yeah, even the commentator saying that he spun as doing a skill move. Well, it doesn't matter if you're spinning doing a skill move. Your foot was out. It was reckless because there's another player around you, and you can't. And he didn't just step on his foot. He actually hit him on the ankle higher
Yes.
over the foot on the ankle. So that's a clear like foul. I mean, I don't
And
know
a
why
yellow
people.
card.
Yeah, because it is reckless. The commentator saying that because they said it's reckless. It is reckless because you can't spin recklessly with your feet dangling around and hitting a guy on the top of the foot on the ankle. You can't do that. That is reckless because you're spinning out of control. It is reckless. So I don't know why people don't. I saw so many people saying even on X. I don't get it. I guess look, it is what it is, but
Yeah,
that's just my opinion. Yeah, everyone's got their own opinions, but luckily the referees saw it the same way. All the referees.
100%, bro. Fanny says the guys who were threat at the first half, we may not play the best today, but 3 points take 100%, bro. Like I said, for me, today we didn't play at our best, but again, what is very important is that we won and we kept the clean sheet. So, big up, Bobby. What are your thoughts about the second half performance? Were you happy about our second half performance?
And thoughts on Enzo Fernandez is just saying.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not happy with the performance. I'm happy with the points. Um, it's so important that we got those points. Performance-wise was poor. I 100% agree with Dante that the decisions were the correct decisions. Those are the laws of the game. Um, did we deserve the win? Yeah, just about. It was a bit scrappy. But we have to be happy with the 3 points because this is what it takes. You can't go through a 38 game Premier League season playing wonderful football every game. Sometimes you have to get some scrappy wins, and this was certainly one of them.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
I personally think the first half it was not so well, but second half we literally played very well. It should be actually if Jao Pedro didn't actually did his fair share of mistakes in front of goal, it should be a 4-0, at least a 3-0 kind of a scoreline. One chance was completely clear. I mean, like he shouldn't have missed that, but yeah, he did his mistakes. Few observations that I personally have is, uh, I guess if Gittins is gonna be that invisible, I'm sorry, that's my opinion. Again, I'm saying that on the pitch, I don't think so. He's gonna get a lot of game time over Garnacho because he's gonna be visible. And again, it can be my bias of I've always preferred Garnacho on the wings, uh, even a year before, even now. And let's see, I hope he does well for Chelsea Football Club. Now he's our player. But if Gittins plays like that, he's not getting a lot of game time because he was kind of he was not there. He was not so active on the wings. Maybe that's how we were playing in the second half, not really playing uh, out
Yeah,
there,
by the
just
time he
just
came
kind of
on,
defending. Yeah,
we were
yeah.
chatting the game up by the time he came on.
Yeah, maybe it's just too early to conclude. I also think Tyreek George did well. For the last 10 odd minutes, he did really well for the dribble part and everything. Um, but when he came on, he took his time to settle in and everything, and that's fair for a youngster. I won't actually judge him. Is he there? Uh, Again, I don't think so. Anybody thinks he's up there and regularly he can start over anyone else in this team. He needs a lot of game time to develop as a player. Same goes for Estava. I guess Bobby will agree 100% that he lacks, the the power, or I say the physical presence, or a better way to put it would be the quality to handle physically, rich teams, like especially how Fulham defense was putting him in for the tackles and sliding in, and that was very scrappy on his part. But again, as I said, for Tariq George, he's a youngster. He has a lot of time to develop. So maybe he learn. I'm sure he learns. He's a top talent. He will learn how to deal with the physicality of the Premier League. Yeah, those were the observations. I didn't like our defense line. I felt they were very scrappy in the first half. In the second half, like Dante said at halftime, I don't know what Maresca did or what tweaks literally happened, but we were a lot settled in the second half. Gusto really adapted well physically. Cucurella was a standout in defense for me, alongside Caicedo. Caicedo is always a standout, but I personally think Cucurella really played very, very well, and he was almost, the soul of defense. Him and Chaloba in the second half. Chaloba also did very good interceptions. Jao Pedro, I guess, he was everywhere today. Even in defense, he had some very good blocks and tackles and clearances. And in attack, he was great with the header. I personally think it was a very good performance for Joao Pedro. He could have actually had a hat trick if he could convert in those chances, and they were not very like very slim chances, or very nuanced chances. They were like a very good chance for him to score two more goals in the second half, but he couldn't just do it. But that's fine. I mean, it's 2-0, and Reece James, again, I think as soon as he came on, especially if you guys have noticed that circle kind of a thing that he did, the Fulham guy just slipped around. So it was kind of magical when Reece James comes on every time. It's very great to see him. So yeah, he did what he does best. And Sanchez, I don't know, he was just fine, I guess. Didn't do any grave mistakes, and we are ending up the game with a clean sheet, so really cannot complain about Sanchez. So yeah, that sums it up. I personally felt Pedro Neto actually did a lot better in the second half than he did in the first half. Because in the first half it felt like Neto was overdoing it. The crosses were not landing. Esteva was the same, I guess. So yeah, one of our wingers were always kept silent by the Fulham defense. I personally felt. So the crosses were not coming as much as we want. Enzo Fernandez did very well in the second half for me personally. He adapted to the game. He was running into the channel. He also won a free kick. So yeah, overall good game. Caicedo brilliant again. I guess the penalty that we won, around 60% of credit needs to go to Caicedo. Chaloba, yes, he kicked that ball, it went for a handball, and then we got the penalty. But it was Caicedo's clearance just before the Chaloba's kick, which ended up being in a handball situation. So he was a very good interceptor. Yeah, man. Anderson Toss comes in, takes a yellow card for the team. I guess, it was an essential tackle to do at that point of time to keep a clean sheet. But yeah, overall, it was a very good game in terms of, you know, like Bobby Sir said, taking those wins when we are not at the best levels of our play is very important if you have, those dreams of uh, being in the title contention or, being up there in the table. So we need to win these derbies, and especially these matches where we are not the best. If we are still going up there and getting 2-0 or 2-1, it's a very good scoreline. So yeah, overall I'm very happy, and I'm just wishing and praying that this day would be a lot better if Manchester United just lose to Burnley, a 2-1 scrappy loss, and that would be just the better days of today. But yeah, overall a great win. Debago, over to you.
Yeah, 100%. We only have a few minutes left before the Manchester United game, and then I'll end the stream there. So, let me read this comment by Ghana. It says, in scrappy games like this, the goal of the end of first half provided the catalyst for second half resoluteness. But overall, for me personally, like I said, second half we played much better. First half we all over the place, but again, all the players had their moments. Like all our attackers, Neto, Tyrick George, Estava, all of them, even Malo Gusto sometimes he was off the game. But again, second half, I think we played much better overall, even though we didn't score more goals. We had opportunities, we didn't take them. But overall, like I said, this game for me, like, is this kind of games that, man, let it pass because we got 3 points and the clean sheet is very important. So, but Dante, anything like to add before we wrap it up, and also give Bobby the microphone before we go to the Manchester United game, because we all need to watch that game. What do you thought, Dante?
Yeah, exactly. Look, that second half, I knew Maresca will make a couple of tweaks. He did that with the defense a little bit. We changed our defensive line a little bit, so we were dropping back as soon as they got possession. We didn't quite defend that high, and that just didn't give them an outlet to run the ball in behind, and just gave our defenders and our midfielders a little bit more time. So yeah, a little tweak like that can make a big difference against a team like that. It also enabled us to have a bit more possession, quality possession as well when we did have the ball. So yeah, that made a great difference. They, like I said, just that clearance off the line right at the end, they didn't do nothing that second half going forward. Fulham, our defense was very, very, very good. I think, like Sekou Corella, Tosin, very important because they did try to start putting some balls into the box, and he was winning all of those balls coming in, and that's why he's there. Plus, playing out from the back very well as well. So our defense was definitely what kept us in this game as well. 100%. Yeah, the defense, our midfield very good. The second half as well. Enzo Fernandez grew in the game, was everywhere. The second half, it was running around everywhere. Uh, did a couple of challenges, much better with the ball distribution and finding players. Uh, yeah, so he definitely stepped up in the second half as well. Yeah, just our forward line was a bit dysfunctional. I think. I think probably just because the lap went off, a bit early. We had Tyreek George come on, different type of player, obviously. So we couldn't play like we normally do. So it was a little bit different. It was a bit difficult, but still created a few chances. But probably, yeah, that's probably the only thing. Our wingers, our forward line didn't really do much. Didn't really gel at all together, really, to be honest. So, but that's fine. That's something you can work on. What matters is the result. Simple as that. We got 2-0, clean sheet, and London Derby. Let's not forget as well. So, and luck, yeah, you need a bit of luck every now and then. It's a long season. It happens. So, don't worry. We'll have our fair of bad luck as well during the season. But uh, yeah, it was a great win. Another 3 points, top of the table at the moment, which is nice. And yeah, we move on. We go. Nice break now. Some of the players can recharge. The ones that are not going, I saw Maresca saying in the press conference that they're going to get some time off, and uh, yeah, so there'll be players will have a bit of time off. Maresca will have a bit of time off. Then the ones that are going on international won't. But there's a lot actually that are not going. So that'll be a good little break for the guys, and then they can come back and hopefully freshen up a little bit. They didn't have that long break they needed, so hopefully this helps this couple of week break as well.
100%. And also, I think Tero Chalaba really played very well today. Big up team. Bobby, what are your thoughts before we wrap it up?
Yeah,
What
all
are
the
your
back
final?
line. I think every person in that back line played very well today. Yes.
Yeah, even Malo Gusto, that kick, a smart kick, almost the king. I think the kid is king. Almost scored there, and he took the ball away from me. I think that was excellent.
Yeah,
Bobby,
yeah.
what do you
It was okay. It's just the
Yeah, I
only problem
mean,
with Gusto, we all
you
know, is going forward. That's the big problem with him. That's the
you have
think?
you have to certainly say that João Pedro deserved man of the match. I think Enzo Fernandez had a stinker, third game in a row. He was not good. He needs to look at that. I don't know what it is. Is he jaded from the long season last season? Is he not quite fit? All I know is that he wasn't impressive. Even his penalty was kind of fortunate. Um, Chalaba was immense at the back. Tosin steady as always. It was a scrap. What I didn't like was our lack of physicality. We could make games like this easier by dominating the fight. Look at Reece James when he comes on. He's in charge. He's in control. Not only is he an excellent player, but he commands that physicality. He actually went into midfield and he was supporting um, Caicedo. Yeah, he wasn't as far forward as Enzo was, but as I maintain, even if you are playing offensive midfield, you're still a midfielder. You have a duty in the defensive areas as well. Look, it is what it is. You're not going to play excellently every game in the Premier League. The important thing is being able to win when you're playing badly, and we certainly did that today. The international break is a welcome break. I'm still concerned about our squad depth. We look thin. When I saw the lap limp in, I was like, right, okay. And we've let go of Jackson. I know the excuse out there is, oh, Jackson wanted to go. I don't buy it. I never buy that line, oh, this player wants to go. You don't just wake up and then suddenly decide, oh, you want to leave. Doesn't happen like that. There are catalytic factors that may make somebody feel that way. And in the case of Jackson, I think he was encouraged to leave by being made to feel that he wouldn't be particularly wanted in the striking positions for games. This is just an assumption. I don't know what happened. Now look, it's quite clear you need him. You need to have that reserve. You need to have that depth. But it's not there. It is what it is. But look what we've put there. They've gone and bought two midgets, two physically inept players, and we've got a kid in Tyreek George who lacks the physicality himself that we threw in as a centre forward. It's ridiculous stuff. No wonder we struggled, and this comes to the point where I made in the first half. You fight for the right to play in the Premier League, and we didn't get that right. We huffed and puffed and struggled. But big up to João Pedro. He played the Didier Drogba role. Offensively, he was a threat. Even as a playmaker, he was a threat. And defensively, with his goal line clearance, he does a job as well. If we have more of those, we can certainly start looking forward to a Premier League title battle. And just before I go, if this Maresca's tactics is about leaving wide gaps in midfield, if you try that against the stronger teams, your Liverpools, your Arsenals, even your Tottenhams of this world, you will be punished. We can't do that nonsense.
You
We
know he
have to
doesn't,
stop
Bobby.
it.
You know he doesn't do that. All those games you mentioned, we always play with two defensive midfielders.
Well, let's hope so. Let's hope so.
It depends on opposition. I mean, he set up more offensively for this game. We're at home, and you're going to try to win this game. So, when we play Liverpool, those big teams, a lot of those teams, even we always had started with mostly two defensive midfielders. So for that exact reason, but you can't against Fulham. There's no point doing that against Fulham. You need to go at them. It just wasn't our day. Some of the, like you said, some of the players, form, etc., whatever it is, fitness. It wasn't our game in that first half. They didn't play well at all. But the intent was there to push forward and to try win and score the game. Positive football, which is what you want. You can't play two defensive
Well,
midfielders against Fulham at home.
yes, yes, I understand that. Look, it is what it is. The game has gone, and positive football. Yeah, if you're positive, you've got to still fight to be positive. I know the loss of the lap was a huge factor in that because it took away that physical element that
Exactly.
we
Yeah.
would have had.
Exactly.
But it's about squad depth. What do we have in
Just let me ask
reserve?
you this question, Bobby. Sorry. Would you want us to sign a third striker?
I want us to
Or
sign.
or I would just like to add on that question on Dante. Would you like
uh,
us to sign an attacking midfielder?
Well, we're looking at a sort of attacking midfielder, aren't
We
we?
did already.
In Ferran Lopez, and we looked at Xavi Simons. I want us to sign such a player with some physicality. Ferran Torres, I've been looking at him. He doesn't quite look as small and as puny as I thought. I don't know. Maybe I've
He's
got
not
that
physical
wrong.
though. I know what you mean, but he's not physical.
Eh,
No, he's not that type of player. He's more of a
Well,
finesse player. No, he's not a physical player.
Well, you don't need to be. I wouldn't call João Pedro a physical player at all, but he's got physicality in
Yeah,
that.
but he's 187. He's tall, Bobby. He's very tall. He's for 6'2",
He,
so he's a tall guy. He's a big guy. So
yeah, he's a tall
and
guy.
he's
He's a big.
bony, strong but bony. Yeah, he's not hasn't got muscles, but he's very strong, as in he's mentally as well. The way he plays, so that's different. But
Well,
yeah, that's why I asked you the question. Do
the
you want
ideal
someone?
player for
You think we
Chelsea
should
to have,
find a third striker?
the ideal player
Fermin
for
Lopez
Chelsea to
is
buy
1.74 meters. So yeah, not too tall.
is not tall.
Yeah, we
The
could,
Okay,
ideal
that's
we,
player
fine.
for
yeah,
Chelsea
we,
to buy is Morgan Rogers, but you know what's happening there.
Yeah,
yeah,
not this summer
Get a
window.
third
Maybe
striker.
next window.
To get a third striker will be laughable at this point after having let go of Jackson. That is just ridiculous. I really don't know how that would be justified. We may as well bring up someone from the academy, maybe uh,
Yeah.
Richards or
Well,
the other
yeah,
guy,
Shimaweka would
Nelnet.
probably be on the bench, I reckon, from next week to be that
Yeah.
cover because he's big. He's a bigger physical striker. Yes,
The
I don't think
the
Toby
other
plays
guy
there.
we signed, the other guy we signed. I'm sorry to cut you off, Dante. The other guy we signed, Facundo Bonite, he's also 1.74 meters. So exactly the same height as Fabian
They're
Lopez.
attacking midfielders. They're technical little players,
Yeah.
speed, technicality. They're attacking midfield. They're not. But that's why I asked Bobby and you guys. Do you think we need a third striker? Like, do you think we should sign another striker or someone that can
But
play
who
striker?
can be that third striker? I mean, I don't think so. Monday is the deadline day, right? So I don't think so. A lot of permanent transfers would be happening. Maybe a loan somewhere.
Maybe a loan.
We have to
Loans
get
can go
someone
out after the
from the
date as well.
academy.
Yeah.
I think it
Yeah,
would be one of the most ridiculous things I have ever heard if we go and get a third striker after getting rid of
Yeah.
Chris Jackson.
yeah.
That's just going to be
Let's
laughable.
see what will happen, guys. Let's see what will
No, I'm
happen.
just asking a question. Would you want a third striker? That's all I asked. Would you want another guy?
Yes, I would. Yeah.
Okay.
I would.
Okay, no problem, guys. I'm the Charles, guys. Thank you for joining me. It's been 3 hours streaming, yes, and it's hairy. And on Monday, I think I'm going to do a deadline this stream. So let's see what will happen. So big up to Tiger, Dante, Bobby, we had Koi.
Thank you, man. I'm the chance.
Yeah, up to win 2-0 win and then a clean sheet. I'm happy. Big up to Fanny, Koi on the chat. Khan, I mean IB, we had Coachella, we had Richard Moneymakers, we had Papi, update channels, guys. See you in the next stream. Peace.
Peace, guys. Take care.